Lake of the Woods Tourism called us up and said, hey, why don't you guys come back up and do a show on the ice, and I jumped on the chance.
I was really excited that she picked our resort, because what we try to do is take advantage of all the things that Lake of the Woods has to offer.
First thing I did is I called Dave Genz and I said, Dave, what are you doing? You know, being the ice season, you know, he's all over the place, but he was like, hey, I'd like to have a break and go have some fun. And so we drove over to St. Cloud and picked them up, and we've been just having a ball here ever since.
Like a nicer one?
You know, day houses on Lake of the Woods are nothing new, but these people are outfitters. They're used to taking care of people and getting them away from the end of the plowed road. You know, so we had an adventure, and they cater to people with snowmobiles, and they offer snowmobiles to people and take you on an outfitting experience and getting you up to the northwest angle. That's something I've never done before, and I really enjoyed it here at the Rainy River Resort.
Proudly presented by Whitetails Unlimited, a national organization working for an American tradition.
Lake of the Woods is really a unique lake because of the stained water that's in it. It's a daytime bite for these fish, you know, so you don't have to get up at, you know, the wee hours of the morning, or dark 30 as we call it, and be out there. You can, you know, sleep in, have a nice breakfast, and get out there at, you know, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning and still be there for prime time.
We planned the first day to be out in the day shacks. We have our day shack set up about 9 miles out from Pine Island right now, sitting at about 35 feet. So we knew kind of the time of day when they're coming through, so we made sure we got up, got out there. Fish started biting right away, which was great.
I know this is red on this side and then a red glow on the other side.
Okay.
You know, and red glow is the brightest of all the colors. We're fishing this deep water, fairly dirty water here in Lake of the Woods. So I think red glow has always been a good choice. We got to get down and look at that fish you got down there.
Oh, heck yeah.
No, you got here. Get it.
All right, how you doing it?
No, I'm just hooking through the back of the head, through the hard part first.
Okay.
And then out the front.
Okay.
And then just take your finger and pinch off the head.
Okay. How aggressive, Paul, do you need to be with these? Like when they start chasing it, do you really crank it? Because I got him going back down away from me.
What you want to do is drop it down to just a foot above them if they start retreating back, and start jiggling it again, and then as soon as they stop, they'll turn around and they'll start chasing you again. Keep doing that until you finally coax them to bite. I try to stay about 6 inches to a foot above them as I'm reeling, and they will catch you.
This is my bait here. See when I move it, when I jig it. This is the bottom. Okay.
And anything that shows up between there's a fish, right?
Anything that shows up on top or bottom's a fish. That's right.
Well, with this Vexlar, it's like playing a video game with live players on your
Oh, it is. It really is.
You know, it's kind of bad to say that, you know, that a youngster needs this, but, you know, they seem to have plenty of video games that they get to play.
Did you get him?
We got him.
All right, Dave. Strike first. Excellent.
I don't think he's a monster by no means, but he's a fish.
Yeah, there you go.
Boy,
Little sauger.
did he eat it or what?
Oh, he took it in, didn't he?
You were certainly right, Paul, about how aggressive they hit it when they hit it.
They're hitting it really hard.
Thumps it.
What a great experience we had here at the Rainy River Resort. I mean, it was just a lot of fun to go out and spend some time in a day house. I haven't done that in a long time, to actually sit in a heated shelter and actually catch some walleyes and saugers. You know, it's something that, you know, anybody could do. And, you know, especially with the Vexilars, which you can rent right here to take out in the day shacks with you. And these fish were chasing our lures. They'd come up 10, 15 feet off the bottom chasing our lure.
There you go, pulling them up off the bottom, acting like a perch. Did you get him?
Got one, yeah.
Feel better?
This one looks a little nicer.
Yeah, all right.
harder.
Hit the net?
Yeah.
There you go. Nice fish.
Well, there's one for the pail.
Look, we hit a really bad weather spot when we were here. We're in 37 below zero weather, and the wind chills are just crazy. So obviously the heated ice shanties are great. So well, it gets to be about noontime, and Paul looks at us and says, "What would you guys like to eat for lunch?" And we were like, "Oh, well, what'd you bring?" He goes, "Well, I didn't bring anything." So we all laughed like, "Oh, great, you know, he set us up for a joke." No, he was asking us, what did we want to order back from the lodge, because their guy was going to run it out to us, a hot lunch. Taking care of us here with cheeseburgers and
Onion rings
and
and a pickle.
a pickle and a beverage. I tell you what, this is spoiling me, man. That is service. I mean, that is making you feel like you're part of the elite, not part of the crowd. And man, I ate that up. I thought that was a lot of fun. You know, pretty cool. What do you got there, Paul?
Not feeling big. He just jumped right up off the bottom.
Did he?
Nice sauger though.
Hey, there you go.
You know, it's a bonus when you get some of these bigger ones. Typically the saugers run an average length of, I'd say 8 to 10 inches. You know, with the sauger and the walleye difference, there really isn't too much. As far as how they're put together, they're pretty much the same with the dorsal fins. The difference between a sauger is the markings on a dorsal fin. If you can see them, they kind of have like black spots that run along the dorsal. The walleye is also known for having the white tip on the bottom. And what you see on these saugers is they don't carry that white bottom part of the tail fin. Also, they're a little bit darker skin, a little bit different pigment in the skin color, but really close to looking just like a walleye. Once you get them in the grease, they all taste the same.
Just in case I don't have the right color or size, I got it covered.
Now you know why we really bring Dave along.
Looks like a nicer one.
Fish on, yeah. Let's see if we got a walleye this time, maybe. The right color. No. Bigger sauger. No.
It's got a white spot on the tail.
Let me see. Yeah, that's a walleye. Look at that. Well, like we were saying earlier about the using the electronics, Dave, you know, it's a lot of fun because even when the bite gets slow for us, you could see that the fish are, you know, checking the bait out. You know, it really helps you figure out what presentation to use and everything else, you know, slow jig, fast jig, up, down, whatever.
Yeah, we changed lures and it keeps it interesting throughout the day without just, you know, saying they're not biting.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Because they're definitely, obviously, they're definitely there. Proof is going to be in the skillet.
You know, the lure that we caught most of our fish on up here at Lake of the Woods with this rattling flyer spoon. It's got a little rattle in it. When there wasn't any fish around, we shook it. You'd shake this thing real hard and rattle the rattles. And it also glows red in the dark. Red is the brightest glowing color of the glow baits. And we would just hold this up in the sunlight and shine it up and drop it down. Now, even in the daytime hours, you don't think about glow jigs, but we're fishing deep water in that day house, and they would come into this glow bait. So, you know, gold and glow are probably the two best colors up here on Lake of the Woods.
Couldn't hardly keep it ahead of him. He was on it.
Well, that's good. What'd you get, a sauger?
Yeah, a sauger, a little bigger one.
Yeah.
One that you actually can throw in the bucket and be proud of.
Oh, heck yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
You know these liberal limits up here on Lake of the Woods where you can keep 8 fish, only 4 can be walleyes, but then the other 4 would have to be these saugers here. You know, so yeah, they're just little fish, but they're just extra tasty morsels. So
yeah,
you know,
absolutely, and they taste just as good. That's a big bonus.
bonus fish for Lake of the Woods.
In the bucket. There you go. Pulling them up off the bottom. All right, there it is, Dave.
Okay.
Now this one came way up, just like Paul said they would. Probably only 10 feet below the ice.
It's another one of them bonus saugers.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and I'll tell you what, man. Look how big and I mean just meaty they are.
Yeah, for a sauger, bonus fish will make a great sauger sandwich.
Oh heck yeah! I'll be looking forward to it if I don't lose him back down the hole.
I started an outfitting business about 25 years ago in Colorado, and what we're trying to do here is to bring that knowledge and service that we've built up down there to this area. I looked a lot of different places, and I kept circling back to the Baudette area and the river especially because it offered so many different things we could hunt and fish up here.
Well, everybody knows the Elkhorn Outfitters. I mean, Jim Zumbo and all the guys go out there and hunt, elk hunt and mule deer hunt. So I was really excited to be able to get up to check out the resort.
We're located right on the Rainy River, just north of Baudette, about 10 miles. We have 11 cabins, 3 large cabins that accommodate 6 people each, 4 duplex cabins that will accommodate the smaller groups, but it's right on the river. Everybody seems to really enjoy that, being able to go right out the front porch and be on the water. We have a 5,000 square foot lodge, a full kitchen, full bar, and everything that goes with it. But the main thing that we always want to push is that our people are what's the most important to us. It isn't the accommodations, even though we want to push that, it's that the people are first, and the service that we want to provide them is our number one.
Lake of the Woods is a very favorite destination of mine, but over the years we've gotten accustomed to we're going to go fishing a very certain way, and to go away from the crowds and to go away from where everybody else is. There's not very many lodges that are equipped to be able to do that.
Day 2's plan was more of a let's get on the snowmobiles, let's have an adventure, and that's what we wanted to really promote with the Northwest Angle Adventure is the adventure part of it. We don't just haul you up there. We provide the snowmobiles, we provide the helmets, we get everybody ready to go, we pack the lunches, and we make a 35-mile trip straight north up into the Northwest Angle. And there we got set up with some day shacks up there. We sat in those and fished around. We also moved around in some portables just to try to find the fish. It was a cold day. The fish weren't really moving the greatest, but we had a lot of fun doing it. We found some fish and had a great day.
Even though it's pretty cold, it's still a really nice day to be up here in Northwest Angle doing this ice fishing. A little bit of an adventure this morning, coming out on snowmobiles, coming up 35 miles from the Rainy River Resort. I was thinking just what a hoot it'd be for a family to come up here and be able to experience that. You know, not every day is going to be 35 below zero like what we have today, but even though, I tell you what, it's a testament to this ice armor equipment. Absolutely phenomenally. I stayed warm on that sled the whole way out here. Now we're just kind of in a search mode here, just looking to see what kind of fish are here. We're found an area here where there's a reef, and we're in 18 feet of water. Behind us drops off to 30, 18, and then out here about 100 yards, it's going to come back up about 16 to hump it. So if I don't get anything to bite or find anything over in here, I'll probably keep moving up on the reef a little bit more. We got Dave set up over here, so we got the guys from the Rainy River Resort in the house there with the girls from the tourism, seeing if they can catch some fish in there. So we might poke our head in there in just a minute and see what's going on.
Oh, there he is. Feels better. No, too okay. Mr. Cisco Kid.
Are you gonna smoke that one, buddy?
Yeah.
Talking to you, Daddy. I know what you're looking for.
Hey Josh.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about that fish a little bit, about the tilapia in this.
Well, that's one reason why people come to the northwest angle and Lake of the Woods County to catch big northern pike and muskie, and that's why they're so big. In part from that fish right there.
Right, and they're still fun to catch, man. I mean,
Yeah.
there's one coming up. See him?
Yep. Get him, Brad.
Hang on. Hey, all right. Ooh, fighting back a little bit, Paul. Oh, got him around the Vexlar cable. That's one thing you got to be careful of with them. There we go. Hey, there's an eater.
Eye.
Yeah, there's an eater walleye. What do you think? Huh?
That's a nice one.
Heck yeah.
That one tastes good.
Oh yeah, man. And you catch these all day long, bigger ones. Of course, we saw the smaller one, didn't we?
We saw the small one.
Again, I'm telling you, it's a sign of a good fishery, though, when you're catching them all sizes. But these are the good eater size, is what a lot of guys will come up here for. And again, the limit is fairly liberal. You can get 4 walleyes a day, or 8 total, but 4 are walleyes and 4 are sauger, or
Yep.
you can get 8 sauger.
Correct. No more than 4 of those 8 can be walleyes.
Okay.
And any variation in between sauger walleye.
Okay, excellent, man, excellent. Well, we're gonna keep this one?
Definitely throw that one in the bucket.
Okay, all right then, man. Every single thing you need in modern ice fishing technology, they have it here for you. The only thing you gotta do is bring your ice suit up, your ice armor up, to dress warm, and away you're gonna go.
Well, it's definitely been cold up here in the northwest angle today. A little cold to be outside, that's why we're snuggled up here in a nice heated shelter up on the Canadian border, and couldn't be too much nicer in here.
One thing that's was really great here at the Rainy River Resort is that, you know, day houses on Lake of the Woods are nothing new, but these people are outfitters. They're used to taking care of people and getting them away from the end of the plowed road, you know. So we had an adventure, and they cater to people with snowmobiles, and they offer snowmobiles to people and take you on an outfitting experience and getting you up to the northwest angle. That's something I've never done before, and I really enjoyed it here at the Rainy River Resort.
The difference between a lodge and an outfitter is the accommodations foremost, but an outfitter, I think in my mind, an outfitter will try to accommodate everybody's deal, and what Paul and Brandy have done with this place since the start is they've brought that feeling that it's for everyone. It's just not a bunch of guys, and our business has always been family first, and if it's your dad or your kids or whatever, this world spins so fast anymore. I think people want to circle back to maybe that up north feeling or that special hunting trip, but that's the difference. Is the outfitter is going to make your trip happen. The lodge is just where you stay.
Elkhorn Outfitters, I can't say enough about them. The people so accommodating here, from Lake of the Woods tourism to make sure that that you know everything you do and up here is a true vacation that you're going to always remember and cherish. Hop online, go to lakeofthewoods.com, and tell them what you want to experience, and they can certainly hook you up. From what I understand, we're going to definitely have to come back here in the fall for a casting blast, because they've got the upland game, the grouse hunting here. They've got awesome waterfowl hunting here. And for another thing too, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag completely, but from what I understand it, is Elkhorn Outfitters might just be running some deer hunts out of here in the near distant future as well.
Hey man, you can't say on TV.
What on cable?
Good spot, buddy.
Is it?
I'm going outside, yeah.
It's a dream sequence.